It's Jason here at Music 49 doing another product spotlight because we need to sell stuff to stay in business as a local music store. So if you're in the market for a guitar that's less than $500, this one is a good one to consider. This is the Schecter PT Standard, okay? So this is a new model they have. We go kind of hog wild over their American custom guitars, and this was in response to so much success they're having with that. Now they do the PT Fastback and a couple other things. What does PT stand for? It stands for Pete Townsend. I think he was the first one that really got onto the Schecter bandwagon with years ago starting to use a Tele style guitar, but it was made to a little bit different standards, a few different options, some humbuckers and stuff like that, so that's why it's called the PT. I'm playing it through a Marshall DSL-15, which we already have a product spotlight video if you want to watch that on Facebook. So some of the highlights of this guitar, the first thing we noticed, other than the pickups and the way they sound, are these tail pieces. If you can look at these brass pieces, these vintage pieces, and they're compensated, I think that really helps along with the maple neck to that nice bright sort of Tele-esque tone. Another thing, because we've got the ashtray sort of container here for our pickup, you know. Now I've got the gain turned up on this and the volume, so I'm in that crunch. The amplifier is doing some of that, but that guitar is giving all the sustain. So I love that part about it. Then when you go on to the front pickup here, and you know what? I was just yanking pretty hard on these strings, and she stays in tune. We have not changed the strings on this, assuming that it's not the normal Dunlop Rev Willie strings that we use, because usually guitar manufacturers will use something like an Ernie Ball or something. We use Dunlop Rev Willies, which is the Billy Gibbons string. And once we put a set of those on here, it's probably going to stay in tune even better. But that's not bad for a guitar. I think the street price on these is like $450. We've sold a few cash around the $400 mark. So it's not a super expensive guitar. It looks good. It feels great. We haven't adjusted the action at all on it. I mean, I think this has really taken the place of what some of those late 90s, early 2000 Fender Mexican-made buyers wanted. They wanted something that's a really good value that doesn't break the bank. In fact, you know, this pairing, this combination here would be right at around $1,000 because the DSL-15 amplifier, which is a tube amplifier, it's around the $500 mark, and this would be quite a bit less than $500. So together, you know, this sound that I'm making, which I mean, we have the advantage of getting to put them up against $2,000 and $3,000 guitars and stuff, but it's a solid combo. If you're in the market for something and you want to step up, maybe from a $200 or $300 guitar, you want something that's going to stay in tune better, you want something that's going to really give you a good vintage sound, but you don't have the money necessarily to buy a vintage Tele, you know, something from the 60s or 70s, this is a great place to look. It has that sound. I'll go through the pickup combos again and just strum some chord. Back on this pickup. It almost gives me sort of that Mark Knopfler feel. So if you have any questions, hit us up, Music49, 704-599-1230 or music49.com. We sell lots of stuff. We do lessons, tons of different things happening here. If you're in Charlotte, come by, try one of these out. It doesn't cost anything to play it. Peace out.